persistence, perseverance, and courage. I am José Manuel García-Lomas Allen-Perkins, a good friend, consultant and partner of mine. In the past told me that it was not good to give in our courses and training own references. The truth is that I haven't paid much attention to Mike, that's my friend's name, English by the way, because of my long experience, more than 40 years and nearly 3,000 days developing programs for the business world, the accumulation of interesting cases stimulate me to tell them even in first person. And so it is with the motto of this video: persistence, perseverance, and courage. Case 1. Italian multinational client company of first line by business volume and international reputation. After a first contact with the decision maker in the business I am in, it took 7 years to be able to make the decision to buy my services. And it is not that he was not interested in my offer as a supplier, but that the circumstances that made my sale possible did not occur. Of course, I was doing the customer follow-up in a proper way throughout the 7 years until he bought. The value of persistent perseverance. Case 2. This client was a client of mine for many years, even the case in the Canary Islands. But 1 year the internal structure of the company changed, and my client became executive president to honorary president, leaving the executive part of the company to his family. By the way, it is not the companies that buy, it is the people of the company that buy for their company. And when the person changes, your client changes, with a great chance of losing the client. In sales, the timing in the client is many times the determining factor of your sale. For many years I had a good follow-up with my client, and one day I received a message from my client who had convinced his family, the executive part of the company, to return to work with me to the entire company as in the past. I went, I did a good program, and a closing dinner of the courses I did in several islands of the Canary Archipelago. At dinner time dessert, my client told me, "José Manuel, tell all my people how long it has taken you and me to get you back to work with the whole company, as you have done in the past for many, many years." I stood up and said to them, "Your president and good friend of mine and I have taken 18 years to work together again." When I said it, I hardly believed it. The value of the persistence, perseverance. Case 3. A client of mine from another sector, satisfied with the training he had developed with his people, he passed on to me the contact of a brother of him who was at that time the general manager of a major multinational company. I went to see him using, among other references, that of his brother, and I sold him an extensive program for his entire organization at the national level. They were satisfied, but for various reasons, including working with other companies in their area, I did not follow up with them. Time passed, years passed, and when the right circumstances came along, I went back to the client and sold it. It had been 26 years since the last time, and there was no one person left that I had known for 26 years. the value of persistence, perseverance. And finally, case 4. In this case, I have not left the client, not had the client left me. I continue to collaborate with their teams. I have been working regularly with this client for so long, despite logical changes in directors and people of the company, that one day when I was at the client's facilities, I saw a coach from which many people in Indian clothes got off. One of those people came up to me saying, "José Manuel, you have got a client for life." The person who greeted me in this way was a former controller of the company with whom I had coincided many years ago. And that, like other people of that company, had been changing positions to improvement in the different countries where this multinational company, my client, has facilities and businesses. And now my acquaintance was working in the same company but in India. I have been working with this multinational not for years but for decades. Specifically, I have been working with them as a consultant intermittently for 33 years. The value of persistence, perseverance. Calvin Coolidge, President number 30 of the United States, said, "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with great talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence, determination alone are nearly omnipotent." Calvin Coolidge, President number 30 of the United States of North America. The value of persistence, perseverance. If you are interested in our videos, I suggest that you give a like and subscribe to our channels in Spanish and in English.